Abusia, this is Maame Grace's take. Go straight to the topic. Ana nipa ko ende dedicated day we e de amano. Na nipa ya dedicated day we de amano no e Regina Sapon. Ono ne question ende ye ba bibi mu. Na sem na obisa ye ne de eso ankasa. Enti Regina Sapon 5706. Ono nende e day no e ye ne de. Now what was her question? Ose Maame Grace, thank you for accepting this mission to come and rescue some of us. Maame Grace, please, for the Mpaebonsa atoya. I have a question. What are the spiritual behind RH negative and RH positive blood? This is what she's asking. And why Rogam needle given to RH negative woman when she is pregnant? Please, obi question you. So if you decide to even talk about blood groups, you would have to get into bloodlines to be able to address blood groups. Because we need bloodline to me kasa about blood groups. Your question kakraka Regina akwatama beto ho oba bebisa me. Ayete sa asem bia me baba akwo ebisa me o say mommy. I said yes. O say mommy, in Ghana a tribe be no more beautiful girls. And I say na Ghana ha no ya dwene mu ne ye what tribes wa ha. And ye feel say ye what tribal war. And truthfully say I don't think say we have tribes and what they stand, because to find a true bloodline say CMPO in any tribe no e be difficult. One dangerous thing religion came to cause. Ube bisa wo say adentina tete no. Almost say tribe we dey nkware wo mo even up till now. Tribes ni bi wo ho mo nkware wo tribes ni bi mu da. Mo embisa mo ho say yetumi ni obi kwawo na tribe foforo aka hu so mo create bi different. Emwa sebe a ewo wura mu no. Odwan one akokọ nkoda nwo da. Saa na kraman so ne sebo enkoda nwo ma ni nyeye mi hu se kraman ni monkey dada. So omo da no omo awoba minti bi da se wahu bi da so a wutumi ka yetumi sesa akokọ anaso se doko anaso se krokro koko yetumi sesa nikosua e de gu akokọ ase se onko bobo na obobo wie na onyini a obeda ne akokọ ana ensam no soso baabi a ya pima koduru no ewa tete no wutumi hwe obi kon sabi ehwe na ni hwe ne hwene the way to me aka say we ya santini ana we ya fantini we ya sebe hausa ni we ya dagati ni we ya dagomba ni na ye wo kwan a ye fa so a ye hwe enne ye wo tribe bi wo hɔ a omo ye kronjin ana wo betresi a wo beko ne maame echi no na edi afra wo hɔ no ye di ye hu ewu besi nne se obi kwaware a no ye royal a omo hwe baabi a okwaware no because they don't want to miss the blood. Saadi we ya mene wo kan muni ma monko bisa Meghan Markle set sen wo ho ye te nsem we nyina da bia na ye di agroba de wo mu ni se nsem ne bi wo ho a na ne ka eden asema me ba ne bisa me say na me ntumi enkyere no say fantefo ana because eventually it's not there anymore. Na ye da kro ne ye be fa ne ya kan na no me hu question we na me say hey Regina, oh mine. This is the first time I have seen a question that scares the grace out of me. Me who question am say ade we mi ya no ana ma mi ya no. Ni person we posting it too. First of all, it clearly shows me that we are seriously opening up to new knowledge and asking questions that were forbidden years ago. Tete no na nkasam ya mi ne yi bi say on to me bi sa da. Wonam hi ko bi sa asam no nsem ni bi wo na on to me nka. And until I'm so proud of us on this platform. If your questions now, your comment now, you will realize, say, you've become a joker not because of Maame Grace, but because you need knowledge. The people are now looking for knowledge. You don't need drama to get any attention. Because in Crawford, almost share knowledge until they be almost the internet. And so you copy now, ube paste here, they know. They won't mind you. If you are giving knowledge, they know. They will sit and wait for you. Now, me do he mama me apologize for last week Sunday. Sunday no spiritual hour mpamocho na nkrofo bebre text they feel say bibia yeme ana bibia ntimi nyeme me catch you play mua enye play mfa bibia ni we be yeme I me wo hopa na there were small we just delayed anti mu ana mu bisa say bibia you okay Mami Grace okay I am very okay me tia pose kuru ni abakan no me hu sisi me ho so me wo hapa me you okay me hu question when I'm say hey we are really learning. We are learning. Na se ya open up ni ebise bibia. Na my proud of myself. My proud of the pals. My proud of those who watch this show. And then me ma obi o ye new subscriber no akwaba. Here dear enlightenment any awakening hu juma and the African liberation is #1 priority to us on this platform. We believe so much that Africa will be great again. So I had a purely educational platform. I practice spirituality in total. They making ni pay ye we ni bibi aye toma wa ye ni bosun ni Jesus. Ni ye ni Muhammad name was self. And I preachy at the chira because we believe say the most powerful weapon we are say will no kre any unim dia wo nti eno ene ye ne wo twetwe ho nkomo wa ha me hu ye na me say wow ye ko yanim. But the main reason why I said this question scared me is that it is a very sensitive subject and if care is not taken now so be kan asem we ya wan hwe ni ya wo wie yi ne kan edi. Because if you don't take care, you will be entering into a case of spreading racial hate or negative stereotypes. So one sheni now so be cancer asem we ya one sha baby abekwa akogina no. The second reason I said it's sensitive is that this is one of the most controlled medical topics in history. We yade wontumi fendi agro wo kwan bia so. Nti no yade anka yentumi nka ho asem papa. Before you speak on topics like this, it has been hidden in the form of medicine and technicalities. Into no ordinary person po ni ho kwan se oka ho asem. So, you have to be a qualified doctor or a scientist to be allowed to speak about this blood topic. Sa asem we esu. Anyo obi a no betumi asore keke se okoka ho asem. For years, I watched and always got tempted to find a space to talk about it. In so me fa, se me wa download scrap me fa na me de ato ho. Because Bible kura kan say moja ni bi ekasa wo soro. Or say the blood that speaketh more than Abel's blood. Inti moja sam no me fa na masan de ato ho. Me fa na me de ato inti me hu question we na me say, "Hey, and ye yam me hu kakra ne hwe ne ebeko." I'm not a scientist and not a doctor. Until I say me need the right to put. I don't even qualify to talk about it. And I mean, ni pay so atam question Regina. They are shema pampa who say to. Me so na me see obi ebisa. In fact, me the can cry the can say bisa critical questions. So what I am going to talk about is, of course, non-scientific and non-medical. And yet scientific. And yet I am going to discuss it in a spiritual editorial as a form of awareness. Mark this place down. Enlightenment and spiritual entertainment so that everyone will be okay. Because you don't want to become the source of pain for anybody. Even if it is hard. So umia will be kurokura umia no odoso. When mi ani kuro na ne nan ne bete. At the same time, umia eye ya until you add love to it. Until that is how every mother behaves. Until no, ye beka ne said ye be ya obi a be den obeye okay. Until say niam mienu ni ye behwe and ye behwe Trojan babies. Na ye fe ye wi a ya hwe nkroma way. These two things na ye behwem. Ye be brebre ni ne so. Na ye hwem. I want to discuss your question with this story of the Trojan horse. Inti no betumi aka say ye di kan ahwe Trojan babies. Se maka to say ye hwe niam tu. Trojan babies and also Nkrumah's way. Niam tu ni ye hwe tu pe. Inti if we look at Trojan babies me the story way and me de ye mfato ho ama. I presume most of us know about the war between the Greeks and the people of Troy somewhere in the 13th century. Omo ntokwa bi omo konye. We a common knowledge obi anim. Who can try asem obi anim. Who can Greeks asem obi anim. Wo de ba down wa Bible de krono de abobi bebre nkrofo nsem nko a. Wo say David okọ attack ye kuro kituwa bi. Na ekuro no okọ attack ye de no ye say na wall na e wo hu nti no ntumi defeat omo. Nti na say onya insider no use na, and this is the history. The main history no Trojan Horse. Obi anim asem boy nyame na mba beka. Now, the story is that the walls of the Troy people were very powerful, and the Greeks could not penetrate to fight them. Medika ama obi wo Bible ni mu ho. So they came up with a smart plan to build a giant, beautiful wooden horse and put all their strongest soldiers inside. Oh, adwen. Ebi wo Bible ni mu. David no mu use no for all these encomiums. The Greeks built this big wooden horse and sent it as a gift to the Troy people to lure them into believing they were no longer interested in fighting them. One who plan. This is why I may say, I hate people who can pretend though. Me, if you don't like me, don't smile at me and I dey cool. I hate it when you smile at me and you say things behind me. Who am if I won't diagro. You have to be careful. One you be ashe, one not nasin no wabobra. And na why je wade ya. Fache no. But won't stay far from you. At the coin ye no a or ye would your ye wa or call ya wa bepa cho no nim the next thing you obey. Until bepa me cho am the morning in a cho, but stay away from me. Because German ka de obi etumi German ka na yifi utrim de wi enye yie da ma we enye suade emfa amayen ebi wo Bible no mu David ohwehwe inside that me se hwe ewiase we on ehu papa se woni nipa nam no ni hu adwempa oye obone no ne wo sere eye dangerous tina me se nyonko baba yo. The people of Troy were happy because they knew if not for their strong concrete walls, the Greeks would have come in and killed them all. You have to run. It's not everything that smiles at you is your friend though. Auntie in the pants. Are you serious? Troy for almost a minute. So they welcomed the horse and organized a party to celebrate the peace between the two cities. Sheep in sheep, a wolf in sheep clothings. Wabe friend ni mu no real mo. Nye party bia na yeko nye krom ha na yete. Enkrofo bebere nko party nko wuye. Ebirum ankohia meeting anko party anko me an poison omo ebi enwu am ebi antena nkwam. Nye krom ha na yete. Ewiase ehu oni petrim etrise huruye moje mpamuda ai awama wa yi ada ho enkrofo omo de aye movie o Troy for Troy for asem amiken omo de aye movie nkola anyina ahwe ntumi nka ntem say we a story a wuni mobi ani you those who celebrate every gift edi bibia che wa obi hu ye wahie nti ne ye frɛ wo say adamfo na wo mtwe wait for it the eba wo so no nim ku adwane. Not knowing to the Troy people there are hundreds of strong soldiers inside the wooden horse. Achade na ye de beche ye de achade koche ebi no mu di yo mu wuye ebi sheye dane something which is there. And as they took delivery of the gift and began to party in celebration of the end of the war, or see akuna jai na wa bepa wo chaw na wa besu esu ni bi ye ayi crocodile tears hweniye na Troy fuei amani age no mu bi gane ye na wa pa me chokra na wa hye mi nti na me se me de ade amichia ne mpata nti mi mo me de se me ware kremoni anka kremoni no obuwada okọ ware obi abeka ho nso no wa bepata wo ne ntoma ade a odi beye mi ebe me ya wo pata me how mengi o ka me kwa na me kremoni de ne nka mowu ka ne ma ware for no ka be dia mamutu Try if when I receive gift, omo party because omo time for aba from any omo abeye agreement say ntokwa no de omo mi ntwa so. Me say asem bi obi be ka kire obi a said asem na edefa biara. Aya hwe energy edi akire ne no na e mata. Because asem bia ede bia wo deception wom. Ai gift bia ye wrap ne ye de ba. Ya wrap ni be looking nice. Na ne ewom no ene asem no. Te ya check what menua. Try if we omo asem nie. Omo age gift o ntokwa ne nkrofo na pata ye. Nti na omo nyina ye party. Almost started a party because okune so atwa. The soldiers came out of the belly of the wooden horse and began to kill the Troy people. When I make an way, you moving like where the most cheapest knowledge and yeah, no Nameka, but me here send no Nameka send be a chiro. Till the American tea to beware of the gifts. Actually, any be a bomb. Yanteda, Sakwam Kromana, Kolebi Kosiana, flowers na ya cheche na edi Kosiana na bomb wom. Yanteda. One auntie asem ya, sa akopru ye woman no. Meboa. Na ya packaging the fan you. Abofra na ekita, innocent child. How would you even think? Say nipa betumi ayo obi boni abofra so de beko no so. Enye izo. And that's how the Greeks defeated the people of Troy with a Trojan horse. Sa asem we won. So we share sa movie now hwe ne tra na we obi bini a ho ya mesere. Ho ya mesere because minua if you are born with a helper and you na gitum so say you are born with an enemy. Inti se wutiri ye na se wo abrabo no ko start wo tamfo nsem a minua na wo bom pa ya frɛ wo boafo. Se wutiri ye so na wo kofiri wo boafo nsem ahyase a menye comfortable in your comfort zone. Ese wo hwehwe kwan a wo di besi wo tamfo ho kwan because wo boafo de a ene me ka me kyerɛ wo tamfo. Se wo adofo a wo atamfo. Sade asan ade achi. Se bibi ayunu a ene na ye hye wo ho. Se bibi amira a ene na ye de nso wo ho. Ese wutumiti ase. Abrabo na nye free. So you may ask, what has this story got to do with the question of why Rogam and Panier are given to RH negative women before they give birth? Says Anna ye kan dia ene na sa Panier no. E fa asemi a mi kan hu ben. Eno na me be kireche ba me di kan aka wasem kakraka bi. Ampesa wodwen hu deep. A very common thing e wo wadwen amba so a hu ne e kire da. But na dwen kwa kire mame. Send me questions here no. Like I said earlier, this is a spiritual visionary presentation, not a medical research project. So listen to my spiritual visions on RH compliance shorts. It is not a medical research project. I have said again. All races came to meet Akabulan on this physical earth. I want to make it straight. Every race has its higher celestial kingdoms. The cosmological covenant that allowed Akabulans to submit their land and heritage to the new celestial beings who also came to implant their species on earth said that at a particular time, the covenant would expire and the original covenant will be reinstated. You know this. We might so many editorials about it. So, from the higher mind, the African lost his kingdom, and on earth, a new species of human emerged to take over the land. Sanka yedi we nyina be ko school ni akokire a nka nkola na be start say omo restart omo mind. But ye brofo akese a ye kan nyina no ye can the show off. Ye mfa hwehwehwe. Sorry about that. Papa bi no ka na sem. O si who born dog Who born dog? Who born dog? The new species we can call abrofo. They defeated all Akabulam from every corner of the planet and enslaved and killed billions of before. This is slave trade. Obianim, the biggest event that has ever happened in this universe. But they got greedy. They wanted to own the land forever and be in the seat forever. Bibi ne siye na omo afa bibi mu na omo afa bibi mu na omo afa bibi mu na omo afa bibi mu. Obi bisa say ndem dressing na te say so otumi decode na te ase. So otumi decode so de a ene na wo house. Enti sa de ene hwe ne fe na twam ko. Na fefe na efe. So they needed a plan. Omo hia a plan. Ye na de bia we don't look for plan. Your plan nyina ne say ye be hate ye nua. Ye bechi ye nua. Ye be limiti ye nua because ono kosoro chen yen. Na ya chechi omo enyafo ne esikafo nye pe. Yen ye nua wo bi enye. Na emom de ofi abonti be wia ye ntwotwo wuro de yakode eno de ye. Eno ye topic for another day. Before biggest problem obroni mfa ni nie ma wo da. Obibini wo so chen no odo be ba lo ni egu ha ne ye boro ye ho ne ye we ye ho. So they needed a plan. Oh, they need to enter the genes of the Akabulan and create their genetics of a bibifo. Ibisa so hwe prako ani ne na hwe mu a. Utumu se nipa na ya trap ni wo mu. Obi ni onim ade e be twero wo ho se prako ni genes ni 99% ayete se kurokuro kokodie moja. Eni nipa de na ya yepe. Ye nwi hu. He. Enfie hu. Inti saa na bibifo no so aye nipa tuntum hwe bi musu na hwe mo ani ase na obowura omumu atumu se ade nti ne na nanom mo se men ware we o ye royal akra ye se ye mpe moja fra ko moja ne fra pa ye hybrid enti nyo oburo ni ba no ye hybrid obibini so tumi ye hybrid wa menua ade nti no mo pese o mo create their genetic code e wo bibinim. Why? Because just like Troy, they realized that no matter how they enslaved, killed, murdered, raped, and oppressed the Africans, they keep coming. I said that word, but no decoding well. Because in Langland to Jumbi was joyous 13. Or say Africa sing, Africa dance. Africa, do your thing. Alala, iyelele. Ayaya, iyelele. Africa for. Upu omo na ukun omo no omo to ndom e peja omo ho so. Nti obroni hu so bibini de ne sa hwe ne koko. Na ope baabi adwane afa. Obibini ankasa ehu ne hu mpo so ye nipa. Nti sesi no, omo hu sa ayaya die bia. That mad prophet nega Moses ne boss yawe. Omode nkrofo ekofa enwura ni mu nyina obre nyina nkrofo ye enwu. Africans, they don't die. No matter what. Almost survive baby, almost say eagle na that Ghana for you the name chest every African live everywhere. I don't know the truth in it. They survive every pain. Ukuma pima beba mundi kodi ni well. They took over all our lands and introduced over 400 years of slavery. So 40 days in a wilderness in the and still they could not keep the Ebibifo down. They obey you bibini biara. No, because I had to say, person what she has to me, she has money ye. Sana Ebibifo tie. And ya video bi ana circulate se muhuya. Obroni bi a wasori se o ba biom no abe colonize yen.
And it's time for us to just put the imperial hat back on to say, we're going to govern those countries if you're incapable of governing yourselves, because enough is enough. We're done being invaded.
Because our own national security risk is at stake.
Exactly.
National security interests are at stake.
You can say that about pretty much all of Africa. They're incapable of governing themselves and benefiting their citizens because the governments there are all about looting and pillaging and lining their pockets and going shopping in Paris instead of actually making their country a better
People on the left are going to watch this. They're going to say, wait a minute, Eric Prince is talking about being a colonialist again.
Absolutely. Yes. Then it's time for us to just put the imperial hat back on to say, we're going to govern those countries if you're incapable of governing yourselves, because enough is enough. We're done being invaded.
Obi bisa said ye na obeye uni ma na nimtia ombra na ye twen hwe asema oka osimpanyimfo na won ma wonye serious ti ono oba na wa be colonize ye twen why I don't know how he's going to come and me say setrare anka oni African spirit wonimu anka de oye no ntumi nye da mo uzo wa fra bayifo ni nyina ne abosomfo ne akonfo ni nyina afro mu nyina so mombro edu the other Maame bi so Africa, one of these African countries is on so a campaign also invite all the witches. The day they will invite all the witches in Ghana. Hey, ba fe gbeye. Enya easy o. O se oba na wa be colonize ebium because leaders ni hu so. They took over Bibia, no mu ye Bibia. Africa for gina ho pepe se. No moto. Ayaya yelele ayaya yelele. No mu gina ho. Obu omo no moto. Chobwe, no mo ba. Kwame Nsakwe. Wo tu fi waso anta se wenyi waso ehu. Kwame Nsakwe. Wo tu fi waso enta wenyi wehu. Na kire se omo ba wa, they don't care. They are fearless. I don't know what reduced our energy to this level. You can't even talk. Your own will come and kill you. These people will not come and work for you. Your own will make it easy for. But I told you guys that one white man told me in Mexico when I was in class, I said, we know you, but we will not do anything to you here. So here you are safe by your own people. So just like the Greek mythological war with Troy, they wanted a way to crossbreed within the Akabulans, so that at least when the cosmos destroys their celestial order over the earth and all the chosen ones get their land, their children will be their descendants and their genes will be in their ascension. Can you imagine? This is how deep they thought before they started moving. We are not generational thinkers. These are generational thinkers. Omo benya asase no, omo be fire, but omo mpese omo beko. Nti omo yo imagine so omo hukuru bibia. Na omo ama beduedue kurom ha. Obibini ti he tiny nua. Hey! So they began raping and having sex with Akabulan women to make them give birth to mixed species. So what's the nima? And now feeling offended that. Go and read the history of the slave trade. Because the people you hated so much, but they raped some of them and made a lot of children. And a history, you can make a research and find out. Agenda. We are talking about Trojan babies and in Chromas way. These two things. And I may explain it. Regina Sapon. Nasem no bisa na esun papa. So they put their sperm in Akabulan women. And she gave birth to a Trojan baby who is a mixed breed that can be used to defeat the Akabulan race whenever they are needed. This is before, not now. Esa wote ase don't mentwema no nkowo bone. Na wo feel say wo asem bi so me ka no untu obo na untie na unte ase yie na abetwema no akowo bone a ene na eche say wo ye gun. Catchro. But there was a problem that time. The plan did not work. From the 14th century to the late 1900s, When they got a way out, the plan did not work. Anya adwuma. Omo try so omo beye say niama no. Anya adwuma. Time no na me de ama no. That is why I'm a bani bisa me say tribe ben na ho ye farmer to me ankere because sometimes me nim say African women po omo da so wo ho. BBC say kem ye benya da ho me women no. E wo ho I don't know. Because your behavior ye weird. Yanka sakra ya kose. Because the African woman's womb was killing the mixed specimen of babies inside her naturally. Na nye duro bi na omo numo. Na womb ni mu na nkasa no the layers na asofo na ma ye fasting ama ebi no mo stomach walls nyina atete no. Hey, se me nya chance am de ebi no be kokko to say. No many pana fast na ni stomach walls nyina atete na bebre nya ulcers. Useless fasting. Na ye wo stomach walls ni ye wo ye nyankasa ye funu ni mu ni ye body ni mu no. Na body nankasa react towards things. Inti no mo yes ade na naturally no na abani pontum womb nankasa be reject because na womb no wo ability to detect strange things. They realize that just like nature, no animal can get pregnant with another species of animal sperm. And this only pape. And na all the damu mwazi. Facha me. I say na yedi agro entertainment Ni papa their own, especially blacks. O junior mo ho ante o mase da. Minim ne ye mo. A goat cannot impregnate a dog. What will be that? I just say to sperm no na wo de ye ana ameboa. Naturally. When we say bodom onya pontere dada. Nature has made everything perfect in that. Ojan oni ado nkoda e mani ye. The genes of the melanated women fight and kill non-melanated sperm or babies inside the womb naturally. Me say naturally. That is why it is so hard for you to see a mixed race, Obroni Tuntum, who was born in the 1800s. Now who be that? Mamu, no hard feelings. As some make and medical catch me chira same. Okay, say years ago, be 15 years ago. So now who broni ba sebi no mu feel say we shawo. We all know this. Well, when you park akra no. Would the fan say 100 years ago, yeah, impo. Nasa wo sa aba na no mo eni a mo de show na other you were raped or what you say. That was the mindset. They were lucky in the early 1900s and started mixed breeding specifically with the RA genes in Akabuland women. Ti womo anya ade ne ba ko no mo jae omo ko so eye adwuma no ansa na omo ba beduru ba bi omo abeduri yen ye te hade ne ye common platform oni pa create a o teach nipa for free na osama ni nuanom opportunity so that we will all do this enimpa ye challenge atwede a wo fa foro so we twaja to mfimfini be hwe fom yen ye honest yen ye grateful. We are bitter and greedy people because we had people who have raised that energy. Enti yentumi show greatness in power abonting na eye say nye challenge. We have so much to work on. They needed a system to normalize it because the genes of most Akabuland women destroy the babies inside the womb. Inside their bodies. Yes, I didn't be told ma onipa no be ye pie. Naturally, and yes, all concussion biya. African women, my body is so powerful. Nansen your my ye research be bebre no ma find bibi wo African women omumu enye bi wo abrofuni mu omu ye research be recently ekohu say abro before man no pineal gland size ne ye double and crofo ye omu de obibini nanka so na mokora no onu kro ni ho time. Wo kan asem no asem a wo kan nyina o use e dey make ne ho on appreciate you on kan no so ntum Yadane busuefo. Na adwen ho a untumi nte ase no wanhwe kora papa ye kora unye biom. Ade na ya etisa. Wo hwa me a wo hwa a eden pa na ama ye behave like that. Pamucho. Eden they reduce ye to this level. Nema ye behave as if we are powerless ye nichi we mu. Eden tia. Pamucho why? Luckily for them, in the 1900s, they invaded the ancient tombs of Egypt and stole many scrolls, which included manuscripts of how interspecies breeding was done. So we are African, you know, feel say your ancestor is a primitive somebody. Woe unto you. If you are someone who loves plants and dogs or animals, you will understand this better. The crossbreeding that is going on, they pick it from Akabulan. I have a dog in my house called Hunter. Onometonu free South Africa. Or ye pit bull. Yes, it's a craman in ni wobium. Or kawa. Ne way ni bell lock for some minutes. And sana be ne who yet ding. Na almost see more form yet race sports near dear crab you will be fee. A ya me tied the nante quan non for friend a craman jata. A damn me person in nante a fifi fa quine hono me the ni pie nan for a pictures near dear. And I may walk bua boo so. Me walk dogs a breeze a hood obey 6 wolf yo. And pit boo no any bua boo no a wo ye. What you saying to a bear crossbreeding no. Na osha kraman na utum so ye different from ne papa or ye different from ne maame. We sa nyama we na wo nipa mu e wo mwam. Pese wo te ase. Eniama ehu o. Wo sha wo dwen nipa ho a untumi nte ase da. Nkraman na wo fie ho no. Se omo wo a maame ne wo a enkola ne nyini a ema na ewo mu no, emema na ewo mu ne ni omo ndada. Ni nua no, one ne nda. Ade se wo fa ba akokomo obi na wo je ne de ne na wo de ba. Ehu. Na pitbull no ne ho efa ma vet fo no tumi ma nkrofo de omo buabu ba any other dogs, types of dogs. E de omo ba be cross no omo wo a omo de ba ni bibre mi a wo so atumu say we I was actually looking for a particular colors of dogs in my house. Inti me to ba ko bi fi Germany na me to ba ko bi fi South Africa na me de omo nyina ba fie ho na omo wo ho. Omo wo a utimi say omo nye the same thing e wo nipa mu so. Our ancestors have already done this and recorded it in a manuscript. And I na nanom na omo ntwira de inti no omo anye history bia anto wo so na omo ntwira de anko omo ntumi nkan ade. E ka me kyero. Ko omo ntumi nkan ade. Se wo ntumi nkan ma de amakyere no nkyere se me ntwira de. Cause no omo kyero abende. So, they stole those documents and started studying them. Almost started so much. Finally, in the 1900s, somehow, they realized that melanated women have powerful genes that do not have the cells and things in their womb that make the womb see a mixed species as its own. It will reject it because adeni kotom na enyo no a automatically e be reject it, not with any drugs. So that is how powerful the African women system was. Till so almost started so mu bie ebinom it can be me see this year dia make bia ka ebinom wo dia de ni gum na enye no e be reject no no pon fa ne ho mba se sie de bibia ekọ. A black woman's womb destroys artificial cells in Rh negative form by nature. This is how powerful African women are. So powerful. So say there, a man be crying in Guasie. You see, African women, a binom, a reduce it to no. In fact, up till now, a man be a homo warrior abroad. Omo person omo de omo be ko omo kro me I have a friend like that because be many feel so de ne ko obe black ne ko a eye nim guase ma no me see ebi so kro feel so okọ ba bi no ohie bibini a bad luck obesan akofie Edio. And so ye force ye ho. Ebi kura ware bi kubi. Se woni ebinum a omo mesi ebinum a omo aware abrofo di binu no oni omo hia no omo kemu nsem kire wa. Enya de ye easy. But nsem no se de amekan no tetesem no enye ne nne. Enne wiase asesa. Nanso so wo so bedi nokora a eye wo no Onyankopon ntam asem. Cause wo kan waka ne sen unua ho akodim. Wo sister bi wo brother bi ho akodim wo kan waka ne sen. Ye wo abrofo ni bi wo ho mpa up till now. Se abi before gada bebre no okọ hɔ a obehwe ebi kura kɔ hɔ a ombetumi fenti. Bisa ho sa adenti asema meke obi a watena brochira cha a unim obi ontu kwan da no bebiebe na no kra wa tu kwan baby eni wori pentu kwan koda. Ni baby aka. Safe na wo hwehwe wo first ticket ade betena play mu a eno na asema meke be de yama. But wa wo so be ye truthful bia no wa ube hu ni amike. Ye wo issue o ba ne kan ye den mayen intumi nka. Cause ye ni history. Ye ni history o. Africa ye ni history. Ehe na akọ parliament, Nkrumah museum. Nkrumah museum atale egu we ni etese me kura me won tade e che Nkrumah yi. Ah, some aka chere me say me challenge papa na papa kwa me despite why car me say me ye ntade e de. Me challenge no. So they need to create them panier to change the genetic code of the melanated womb to allow them to accommodate RH sperms. So, when Obroni has sex with a melanated Akabulan woman, the woman's body and spiritual energy that sees that something unnatural has formed in her will be blinded. Adie we no ntumi nko deep. Ye be ko deep ye structure ye hu position ye hu e wo kwan bi so ye do that time na e ho ne ye be ko deep ye be ko raw. Se school ni start ye niam na bia ntumi nka no ye be ka no. The ability of her genes to identify and destroy alien insemination is destroyed. Just like asofo ni bia ma ebinum afase ama mu stomach walls nyina say no. Her strong walls will be destroyed just like the city of Troy. So now, the Greeks use RH as the Trojan horse to enter her womb, which is Troy. Think deep. Aha minyanka mechire ba kodwen. Aya mpese wa so kodwen niam ani bi. Na wo hwe movies ni bia ma ye wild obi bese. Sa movie no mza akuna matata. Mpese wo dwen ko deep. So that the baby can grow in her womb and be born. Then Africa can now have Trojan horses that they gave birth to themselves. You can't fight yourself to liberate yourself. Inuya, you can't oh. Nene mema abakura ntumi nja awale na wo kọ na wo ba na osi wo na e. Me nti na osi wo na wewu agya no. Nka so obi enko ja na yiri o. Asem na me ka akire bebre su awu mom de enye ntro. Emma no so bebre awuwu. Because this is ye bet chechire anwene me say ye wo be wiase. Na wo hia wo tamfo firi ahyase a. Automatically you are in your grave. It takes the grace of God. Obi bi sase God be you. Wan koso kwhwe. Na when ya wo boafo no will take you out of that grave. Yes, I will be. Cause you can't fight yourself to liberate yourself. How? I have a son-in-law in it. So beautiful kids. I have a son-in-law and maybe grandchildren. What can they? You cannot fight yourself and liberate yourself. Until African man, anka first no two kwan kwa abrochire no oba no di broni di na chiba ne maami be su bue. Se si no de ne ba wo pe wu mpe o. Obaji bi come na nanom ewom. Uji wie nso so a. What will you do? You can't fight yourself to liberate yourself. Onwuni ama ye face ni bi. Ayedi yo. Ha, I had basa. Your problem nesu. Because I see all the bar won't to me carry, obey din. Into your bibi nibi, bet to me abolof no miss ya ubro ni bi amame. Me broni bag di mechi. Aya achievement. Na sabio. Sabrofo de kan ento sabe. Vagina na nkasa kura mudi e the same. Munka no kore. E the same. Ahoden no sum no. E the same. Ade aso. Mama nto aso mfensi ya na menya asem. Asem na me kan so mo bi entwema no nkosi bone ma catch us I have son in law in it. Even grandchildren in it. So that's not what I mean. Nti enko twema no nko wo bone. Atamfu wonja kike. Enti mesrawo. Enko na enko fa asem nto me so. Ti ye wo nipa ne bebre wo ho mu ye tuntum o. They are not Africans. Don't no hard feelings. Che, so we obi a wa hu. We shade critically pa. Show mo French speaking countries ni na blacks no. Be hu so mo ye different. So we share English speaking countries ni na so a mo ye different. So we obi a we tie to kwan a wo fa islands no so a wo show mo wo ho nyina so a omo ye different. In fact, she Barbados mema no na she Barbados ma no mema no ye so pretty omo no mo bo omuti. Se wo ko Antigua she mema no na she ma no she the way omo hote Mama fancy ya. There was so much to deal with, but you can't fight yourself and liberate yourself. Oh, problem na ye wono. Nti ama ye who the real us. Who person who the real us na a problem kesiye. Now, if you hate Obroni, you will hate yourself. No need. You don't have to hate anybody. And you ne fault to say unshia de. Nti me say me ni Obroni ni asem no bibi na me to maintenance here. Imagine giving birth to your enemy's child. A child who has a double identity and can betray you anytime, but the child is yours and you love the child. Obey. Se moja no kofra e de na obeye. What will you do, Minua? A lot of work is being done on us. And sometimes when you see some of these things, it's so sad. Africans, we don't even know ourselves. We can't see us. Because every black man is an African, they say. We don't know who is a refill container. We don't know the true bloodlines. In fact, we don't know those who are carrying African spirits. I had ding. See, correcting things is difficult. Even talking about it is an issue. So from 1900, planted mixed species started floating on the continent of Africa and the world around. They are trapped. With the RH in Panier, black women can now have babies of RH cells. They are both citizens of Africa and citizens of Abrofo. It is only Africans who were not able to give names or differentiate identities. But that is why they have black Americans. Do we have white Africans? Hello, do we? His father's country will call him to stage a coup d'etat or do something in Nigeria and he will do it. When Obroni is doing something in Africa, it is easy for him than Obibini. Even the lands at the vantage point. Obroni be store touching Obibini. They are so smart and wise. They love each other. We hate each other. Because madam to me ntia se Obibini betumi atan obi unya ni hwie. Na me for this one, I'm say man dey kokonsa. I never knew say man so ye kokonsa for. Hey! Anodin. Baby aye wonie. Kona koye we o, abekwa koye. Meaning your blood is thicker than water oh. The people will also support him because he is one of them. We love them. We are one. Yen support ye ho. Dabi. Ono de ofiri ho ba na obeye ade a obenya support no. Omo be support no because they see themselves in. These people work so hard. Omo protect sabi omo anus and their back. So you see why I said your question is not fair to me? In Yaba Regina. You see why your question is not fair to me? This question, look at it. You post a question way on me to come and answer. It's not fair to me. At all. Very sensitive. It's too sensitive. I have so many downloads about this. I pick them and I put them down. Maram tiwe minye juma. Maram tiwe minye juma. Maram tiwe minye jumo. Maram tiwe minye jumo. Maram tiwe. Kofa besi abotumudo. Hey! Where the aminia? Udi mi akwa chire. Ntumi ya no ye but the amiken. Sabe is for critical thinkers and deep thinkers. I know you will understand. Na mi ami hu ehi dada. Na me one of the pearls kasa. And I make a try and say one thing people don't understand about this platform is that when you come and I give you the fame, I am happy for you. Some I told them go and do this. When you go and you are not getting the audience, the people are looking for knowledge and they are always using their phone looking for knowledge. So when you copy and paste, they know they will ignore you. Ghanaians, you can't joke for them anymore. The joking time is over. You can't joke with Ghanaians anymore. Yes, I'm telling you this with every confidence. Now they know what they want. You cannot fool anybody again. Until you they will just leave you. They want knowledge. So any drama, they will go to where knowledge is. That is why this platform keeps growing. And stop hating it. Okay? Because now we know spiritually that impania kills the cell that makes us fully African and makes us synthetic. Madame Fubi, or say, she won who synthetic. Enti impania bebreba e de dwuradwura yen wakurom hai. I don't know. Minim chiribento ya da so wo ha e wakurom wo da so are they still in existence? Krofo no mo say omo wo pane ne ade no. Minim omo matimi ko school. Is there any law? Oh yes, Krofo ni bia please come and educate us on Revelations platform. Now, almost all children have that gene in them. So are we of our ancestors? Are we Africans? Something my heart is heavy to talk about. Now your ancestors. Oh, ancestors. Oh, are you an African? Are you sure? It's just a question. It's just a question. Please, I'm not saying when you are pregnant, don't go and get injected or don't go to the hospital. No, never. I'm not saying that. I don't have that power. I beg, go and take it. You need it. We lost the war over 3,000 years ago. It is not now that you can do magic. I'm not even saying that. Go and take it. Please go to the hospital when you are sick. Okay? The question also wanted to know what is so special about RH negative women. Well, all I can say is that their bodies will not contain RH positive babies. You have to understand this. It's a straightforward thing. I to say blood group, O positive, any O negative. You can't put this and put that. Obi bini nche da andwen deep o. Say ye twen obi moja ma obi a. Ye si moja we ye mfa ama we, bo obi ni obi koda no ne na wode a eno onwen ho. But wo di moja cross wo ade a obewood something else. Moja sem no me sit down low sa me wo ho no, I don't know, but we will talk about it one day. Na wo nana o se ma tribe we nware we, ma we nko ware we. Christo sum Yesu nti. Yesu nti. Obia ware obia. Na ye bubu mbre bia so. Obi kura tumi ware ne maame ne papa ye yi omo esi nchen. Ye bebre o. Ye bebre time. Because medically, so obi wa blood group bi no ni obi wo no obewo sebi obi ane ho fa ne papa. Ene na te ase say moja ne nyini na de tumi fra wo. Engine deep. So their body must be made to comply with RH positive. So if you what you say, see it like the womb is made up of natural substances and celestial cells that will destroy anything that is not hers and that is alien. See it like that. Make understanding very easy. So they will have to make her womb RH friendly to take RH species. This is very simple. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are the women of Africa. I am one of them, fully nyanya. We are the Trojan horse being used to create hybridity and cultural delusion. Mrs. Anyama we wa hu. Se wo so be ko deeper, wo be su 3 days undidi. But wo kana wan kan here. Hey. What that means is that if someone's mother is from Uganda and father is from Rome, and Rome tells him to do something to destroy Uganda, so they will make him king of Uganda, what do you think will happen? Inia? What do you think will happen? One can say, yeah, no. And you mean I may be same way. And you mean, I'm John Mammy fancy away. And you mean I may be same way by drink. Why? If Ibrahim Traoré is half French and half Burkinabe, do you think he will be this patriotic to his country? I'm asking you. Do you think so? Do you feel so? And come back to the Crawford Mobia, the Nisika, but not the companies near the Inama foreigners or Mombeto. Bissau. African is a spirit, not the body or not the color black. I told you we have a lot of refillers among us. Africa or an African is beyond the physical body and the physical color. It's a spirit born in you. You must be a true bloodline to defend this continent. How many do we have? Now let's look at Nkrumah's way. In my opinion, and you can disagree with me, I am entitled to my opinion. You are allowed to attack the shows and everything I'm saying. Know your boundaries. I think Osajefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who never dies, was the first person who attempted to use that trick to help Africans rather than defeat us. I can do a whole episode about that because I have that downloads. My opinion. Nkrumah wanted his bloodline in the northern part of Africa because he knew there would be a time when he would need the support of Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, and Libya to liberate Africa. He knew this because he was spiritual and the spirit of Africa was born in him. He knew. Move or take here. all these tricks no so no so be bi. You love Jesus than Kwame Nkrumah. You people would have to raise your energy high to back me up. So I can do those downloads. Obi bisa say na energy. Hey, you don't know what your energy do for me, eh? It protects me, Papa. Your positive energy is a shield for me. I'm telling you this. One day, maybe you will understand. Imagine in the right time of African unity, we have one of Kwame Nkrumah's children as president of Egypt. It's all about bloodline, though. It is all about bloodline. When they say blood is thicker than water, don't laugh. When they want to know about DNA, you check your blood. And you're serious. We joke with blood as Africans. So anybody that pours blood plenty, so you'll be beginning all yet tap people. Share no fan chame. Namunti any years, so no be any man si bonnet. Who call abrochira? Ye won crophobia if ye who want to say psychopaths. A ye African for only be a few. Akosias adien. Naturally, or time crofo when you're 18 years. Naturally, or time asofo. Naturally, or time musicians. Naturally, or time spiritual person. Onyaya nan kono no ye Maame Grace. And na on ye Maame Grace. Inti na or time keke. Obetumi afa phone I join 1 million groups. No keka niyama. We have those people. They call them psychopaths. Inti obetumi atwetuo. Na wako school na ohun obi a when you're 18 years be no shoot no. Obetumi atwetuo. Even South Africa here, Lucky Dube was shot dead. Meboa. Omukum no. Sadly, you will not see it in Africa. I'm telling you, Ghana mpo eye nansen yesi yakokun obi. We don't do that. We don't do that. Eye refill esia no mo abefra yemu. No mo ye all these things. Enu ntina mo nananom no de ebi no capitalize wo so no mo se no mo kun wa no mo nku nipa. Ebi so se no mo du nipa kosi ahemfo ne de ye ka ho. Say ye start ye baby start free ye de ye nya hu ye. But nkrofo we no omu ba nipa he no mu kun om. Plenty. Go and ask any university professor who lectures on African civilization what Maame Grace says. He or she should tell you about how Europeans used hybridity to dilute African cultures and destroy our values with time. Go and ask them. They are making. Go and ask them. I don't want to say this, but go and ask them. It is much easier to introduce foreign cultures to Africans when we have mixed races in power in Africa. Are you serious? Oh? You can't say much. Kakra betumi aka na maka. Me, I endorse RHO. I do. Please take it. At the beg, take it. Marry your obroni and give birth to beautiful babies. Minia, live your life. Why? Like I said, I have son-in-laws and grandchildren. So I cannot fight myself to liberate myself. Please, go ahead. We are saying media. Why? Media ne so nya media. Sa na mano. My opinion so. Me high mao. Pacho ye dia why? If Nkrumah wanted to use this knowledge to help his people, then it is not the idea that is bad. Since na Nkrumah so plan sa de ni bi no de aboa no ho na enya ade na enya bad at all. Bad. It is the one implementing it. Wa wotena wo me atwifa wo kon ho no wansua de. Wo na wo ho omobo. If your enemy has the best strategy, that strategy is bad for you. So wotena wo na wo tanfo ana wo yefo. Eya de bone na wotena wo hwenhwe ha na eye wa. enye ma ono ode ye wo no de wa achieve video po no de ye ma no nua ono de ye ma no why but if you manage to get hold of that strategy and begin to use it, it will benefit you. Nti usua de we na obeti we nyina ase a, it will benefit you. So be the poison empo ebeto ho say we newu. Now to me hu nyansa na package ni find the common no anu owu a waje wo ho nkwa. To hwehwe ma wasan de ama no. Nti me ni broni ni asam da. Ne momo bibini de mi ntumi ntenase. So we can use the same RH as our Trojan horse. And Kwame Nkrumah has shown us the secret. Ha! Inyama ni wo ho, ye be kakianeke. Ye be dru ho. Obi say what is the secret? Pray for me. Why? And raise your energy for me. We are going to go deep, 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 deep down. I'm preparing myself for whatever. Your energy means a lot to me. They save me. They shield me. And yes, anka by now, anka vultures no, come marry me. You don't know what you do for me. You do a lot with your positive energy. And I appreciate it. Me say, nemundi kodi matade no. There is mauve, there is this, there is that, there is this, and we are talking about Trojan babies. I think the whole episode is packaged in one. If you understand signs and symbols, obanu mishishi. Nuhewo, aha na medi ubesi. Abusia, odonkwa, shalom.